This is the starboard side. We've been cutting in here. I didn't cut a big chunk out of there because it's time consuming as it is, but I want it to, well, this is a very tender. This is the steel plate that's on the starboard side. We cut a whole lot more on the other side, but I come over here and got into this. What I'm finding, the more I go, the worse it is. I know that's not what you want to hear, but it's bad under the deck. I haven't got into cutting the deck because if it gets a lot more complicated, it's going to get into it's already a lot. I didn't think it was quite as bad as it was. And I'll talk to you tonight, Adam, on the phone. That way we can go over it. But as you can see, it's going up beneath it's going back underneath your teak to your decking. The bad part that ties into the house, it ties into all the stringers. And what I don't want to get into is where we'd have to take the whole top deck off, because you'll end up building a new boat, and I don't think you want to get into that. We're still going. This was the you know what I mean, where the steel plate is. It's somewhere along about right here, but you can see that was. But it looks like as I go, it's wet all the way down to where her sides meet her waist. What I'm hoping we can do, if we have to peel all of this off, it's going to be so bad that it's just not going to. You're basically going to end up building another boat, and I don't think we want to get into that. The guards, like I say, they're so complex. We can put them back in wood. But if we can find a decent composite to put it back, it'll save some time, save some money. It'll look just as good. The main part is getting the rest of all of this off here. What concerns me is this here, because it goes clean back up. As you can see, back up under there as far as I can, and I just keep getting it from every direction. And this is actually your deck that goes around her. When you cut that loose, then you got the weight of all your house and stuff on there, and it goes back a pretty good ways. What I don't want to do is get all this stuff off. Oh gosh, I wish you were here where I could show you. It's hard to tell you than it is to show you, but nevertheless, if it's gone way back in there, which I'm gonna assume it's gone. It's gone as far as I can reach. And come around this side, we cut a piece out here. We've cut a piece, and as you can very well see, that's that far up beneath your deck. The teak itself seems to be okay. On the edges, it's coming apart somewhat on the edges. This is your teak right here. But as you can see that's the edge. So it just, the more I go, and this is just with a pencil, so you can imagine when I get poking at it with my chisel. And it's the plate stopped here. This is clean back to here, and this just, it's just done got wet. Water has done come down in and reached this way back behind there. We're going to keep cutting, and you can see, show that piece up here so you can see exactly what's going on, kind of up underneath there. What I don't want to do is cut this thing and keep cutting till we got a half a boat left. The bad part is we can't put nothing over top of rotten wood, because your boat's going to disappear from you in years, and I won't put my name on, I'm either going to get it out or I'm not going to do it, one of the two, because I don't want to cover this and then in 3 years the deck fall in and then my name is on it. So I will talk to you tonight, and we will try to, I mean, all I can do is cut some more. We was off last week just because of the holidays, but we got on her today, and this is what we're getting into. So you can show them another video of some of this. You know, this here is, you can see where this is, it's down into here, but I think once we leave here, the delamination here I can fix with West System. We can color it, and I don't think we'd have, if you have to peel this off, you'd be better build a new boat, because it just becomes, you know, I mean, you're going to take the boat down in pieces, and this here's time consuming. This done took me a pretty good while just to cut, because you got to be careful and not get into your sides if you're going to save it. So you really have to take that little Dremel and cut and try to split it apart without peeling any more of this off. So it's very, very time consuming when you get into this part. It's they put her together with, I think we probably showed you before, but these little teeny, that's the nails, and boy, they are holding. I've never seen a finishing nail hold like that, but boy, they are something. They're everywhere, all in the guard. It's, you know, every once in a while you'll find a little teeny bit bigger screw, but not very often. It's just them finishing nails, but they are in between what glue is in there, and they are holding. And it's pretty wood. I will say the guard is tough. that wood they use for that is hardwood, you know. It's I mean, it's mahogany, it's good. But that's what we got, and I will give you a buzz, and we'll talk about it a little bit more, and it's got to come off, but in all reality, what we get through with, we'll have to talk about it and see what we got. All right, we'll talk to you.